Today I decided to make some chicken salad. And the way I do my chicken salad is in the Instant Pot with either chicken broth or beef broth because I feel like it gives it a much more savory flavor. As you can see here in just a minute, I put it in a pot, and I like to use a hand mixer to get the chicken very fine because I feel like when you have leftover chicken, sometimes it just has that flavor. Can't really explain it, but I don't like leftover chicken unless it's either shredded or it's cut up very fine. So I like to use the hand mixer on this part. And as you can see here in just a minute, I'm going to add some mayonnaise. My favorite mayonnaise to use on anything is the Hellmann's mayonnaise. This is the real creamy type. Don't add too much, just a little. And I like to get it very well incorporated. As you can see here, I'm just mixing it all around, trying to get mayonnaise on every single part because when you put it into the refrigerator, it kind of marinates and you don't want any part of the chicken without any of the mayonnaise. In a second here, you'll see that I'm going to add some dill pickles and some red onions. I like a lot of dill pickles in my chicken salad. I'm just going to give them a good stir till those are well incorporated. Don't add much more except for salt and pepper. Don't like garlic or onion powder or anything in there with it. Here it all is, and then I put this in a container and seal it up. So this is the next day, and I decided to have some of that chicken salad on an egg life wrap. This one is just the normal flavor, but they also have a Southwestern style flavor. Sometimes I will put them in the skillet and get them warm if I'm having like a taco or fajitas or such. But today I just decided to have them cold. I'm going to add my chicken salad on there and a little bit of lettuce, and it's going to be my lunch. There it is. And these are so good. If you have not tried the egg life wraps, I highly recommend. In a previous video that I will link down below, I had made some low-carb bread in a loaf style, and today I'm going to attempt to make them in like a Hawaiian roll type style. And my ingredients are going to be 1 1/2 cups of egg white protein powder. This is the only one that I can find that does what I want it to do. I did order another egg white protein, and I'm going to try that one in my next video, which is a lot cheaper. But I'm going to experiment with that one on the next video. 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of allulose, 1 1/2 cup of water, and 3 tablespoons of whole egg powder. And this is the only whole egg dried powder that I can find. So we are going to get all of this mixed up and put it in the oven. Here are all of my dry ingredients, and I'm just going to mix them up just a little bit and get them all well incorporated. We're going to do this just for a little while until we add our 1 1/2 cup of water. Okay, now this is the very important part. We're going to add our water very slowly. It's very important. I've learned to go slow. Slow, slow. And then after the 1 1/2 cup of water is added, we're going to go faster all the way on high for 5 minutes. It's going to get really goopy. It does this every time. And the first couple of times I've gotten scared, but it's just what it does. I'm going to increase the speed a little. It should start looking very light and foamy like marshmallow. I'm gonna increase the speed. Have a little bit more water to add. Okay, that's all my water. So we're gonna turn the speed up on high. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes and then we'll be back to see what it looks like. Okay, it's been exactly 5 minutes on high speed, and you can see how light and fluffy it is. And I added 3 tablespoons of my whole egg dried powder, and we're just gonna put this back down on here, lock it in place, and go nice and slow until the whole egg powder is incorporated. I'm gonna gradually increase the speed in just a moment. I've tried this with a handheld mixer before, and I don't think my handheld mixer is top notch because it just didn't work. And I have seen people use a hand mixer and it works. So, but I can only get it to work with my stand mixer. I'm gonna go up really high just for a moment. Okay, I have a greased pan here. I probably didn't have to put any olive oil on there, but I did anyway. And I have an extra large ice cream scooper that I'm going to use. Try this. We will try these and we'll put them in an oven here in just a minute. Okay, we have them here. We're going to try this together. This is the first time that I've ever tried doing them this way. So we're going to put them in a 325-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to check on them. I went ahead and poured the rest of the mixture in my loaf pan lined with parchment paper. And when we're going to go ahead and bake these together. And just in case the rolls do not come out the way I like, we will still have our loaf of bread. I've decided to try to make some potato style or French fry style eggplant in the air fryer. So we're gonna try this and see how it turns out. We're gonna cut the stem off of the eggplant. Have all my eggplant in here. I sprayed a little bit of olive oil in here with some salt and pepper and garlic powder. Mix it around really good. And we're gonna put it in an air fryer. I guess I'm gonna do 400, probably for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna check on it and see what we need to do from there. Here are the eggplant. They were in the air fryer for about a total of 15 minutes. I did 410 for 10 minutes, and then they weren't crispy enough, so then I turned it up to like, I think it was 425 for 5 minutes. They're not as crispy as I like, but they'll do, just like potato. I think they're crisping up the longer that they sit here, so we'll just let them sit here just for a little bit, and then we'll have them for a side. These are the turnout of the Hawaiian rolls that I tried. I think next time I may experiment a little bit more. I may add some arrowroot to see if maybe they'll thicken up just a little bit. They're okay. They just all look like tops of hamburger buns, and they'll be good for a turkey sandwich or what have you. I put the rest of the mixture in my loaf pan like I normally do when I make my bread. It's just not going to be as tall, but we will have a loaf of bread as well. Here's the loaf of bread that's come out, and it still rose. The weird thing is I made all of these for bread, and it still rolls up just as much as before when I've made it before. So I'm going to get out of here and we're going to slice it up. So my husband decided to put some pork chops on the grill, and we like ours with this sugar-free Ray's, no sugar added, hickory barbecue sauce. And here they all are. And we also have some turkey burgers on here. My youngest daughter likes these two right here plain. She doesn't like any type of barbecue sauce or seasoning. And there is my husband's bourbon. So yeah, when these are finished, we'll go inside and get them all plated up with the bread and the sides. And here's the loaf of bread. I take back what I said. I can see a difference in how much it rose because I did make the little breads. That's okay. We are experimenting. Kind of took apart. All in all, they still did really good. They're nice and fluffy. And there you go. Here's all of our different types of the low carb bread. I'm gonna leave some of this out, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest, and then whenever I wanna use it for toast or just a sandwich, you can just get it out of the freezer and just let it thaw out on your counter until you get ready to use it. I will say on review, this is a turkey burger, and the bread that I made just in the little singles is just like a sandwich thin, and it is really good, and I will definitely be making them again. I like this just almost as good as I like the loaf, so definitely going to do these again. 10 out of 10.